So I wanted to talk about how long you take, how much time you take in the presentation, because it's crucial for a couple different reasons. First off, the longer you take in the home, the less homes you can get into. Secondly, the longer you take into the home, the more likely you are to end up in the friend zone, and you're supposed to be there to sell insurance, not to date them or to somehow create some type of weird friendship dynamic. You don't want to spend forever in the presentation. So, out of the 9 steps of the presentation that we've gone over, let me go over about how long they should take, just so you've got some guardrails, expectations, or ideas on how long this really should be going on. Step 1 of the presentation, I've got my notes over here, is the tactical warm-up. Step 2 is the pre-qualification. It's kind of the getting to know you phase, getting into rapport, and finding out if they can buy what you're going to sell. That should take about 10 to 12 minutes. Now, it's hard to put a timestamp, a timeline on how long it takes to get into rapport, but you don't need to take a very, very long time. You need to look at the body language. You need to look to see if they relax, if they laugh, if they really engage with you. I think about 10 to 12 minutes should be plenty of time. Step 3, 4, and 5 of the presentation, getting trust, credibility, getting them to really understand that you know what you're talking about, and finding out if they have insurance or they don't, knowing which direction you're going to take the presentation. That really should take about 10 minutes, not an extensive amount of time, but you want to be able to understand that a presentation has transitional moments, it has bridges from one point to the next, and if you don't master these transitional steps, you're not going to be able to complete the presentation. Step 5, 6, and 7, going over existing coverage, going over any underwriting, calling the carrier, figuring out what you're going to pitch them. It might take 5 to 7 minutes. It might take a little longer if you're stuck on hold, but it shouldn't take an exorbitant amount of time. That's step 5 through 7. I'd say about 5 to 7 minutes. Step 8, now we're into the close. You know what you're going to show them. You have your option. You have your carrier preference. You know where you're going to go. Now you're ready to go in for the kill. No, don't kill them. You know what I mean. At this point, you're around 25 to 30 minutes into the presentation. Perfect timing, because the average person can only receive about 45 minutes of information before their brain is full. It sounds silly, right? But why do you think TV shows are an hour? Why do you think classes are an hour? It's all based around that same concept that 45 minutes is the magic number. So 30 minutes in, you're asking for the close. You're showing 3 options. You're showing a replacement. Whatever it is, that's what you're doing. And now the application. The application may take about 10 to 15 minutes, but guess what? At this moment, you are now 45 minutes into your appointment. You've got the sale, you've got the application, 5 more minutes to warm down and brand, and guess what? You're out the door. On to the next sale, on to the next opportunity. Keep track of your time in the home. Don't take forever. The longer you take, the less likely they are to buy. Let me repeat that one again for you. The longer you take in the home, the less likely they are to buy. This isn't super complicated. This is the McDonald's of insurance. Final expense. They have a need, find a need, create a need, solve the need. Don't take forever. Time yourself. Set a reminder on your phone. Turn on a watch, turn on a timer, whatever it takes. Quantify how long you're taking and go against this time here to see how long the presentation should be taking. Thanks for watching.